Hey everyone, so this is gonna be my movie reviews and I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. Just, if you don't understand the video, click here or maybe here for the rules. Just for your information, I took all of the quotes off of these reviews because they weren't interesting in every one of the movies, so yeah, I took them off. Now Robin, we have over 100 movies to review and we have no time to waste. So without further ado, welcome to Victory Ville. I love you, Aaron Sorkin, but stick to dialogue, please. It's Aaron Sorkin's dialogue. There are few things better than that. It's only Aaron Sorkin's dialogue, so it gets boring at some times. If you want to watch it, there's no harm in it. Unexpectedly compelling and surprising with really great action. That opening action scene just really blew me away and got me into the movie that I was actually seeing, not the one that I was expecting. The middle part gets a little bit boring, but the beginning and the ending are just great. Surpasses expectations. My dad can't even remember us going to see this. The true love between Thomas and Newt, that's just pure. The special effects are on good. Forgettable. Michael B. and Ryan Coogler don't know what bad is. It is Michael B. Jordan, a fantastic actor and a magnificent villain. Surprisingly, the special effects needed a little bit more work. Interesting. Is anyone else getting tired of Jennifer Lawrence? Strangely enough, it is Jennifer Lawrence. What can I say? I'm just getting bored of her, it doesn't mean she's bad. The movie is just slow. Forgettable. We miss you, Steven Spielberg. Come back! Come back! The freaking Iron Giant! It's really hard to see Spielberg trying so hard and failing, or not trying hard enough. Disappointing. A competent addition to Mexican cinema. The realistic portrayal of society in prison. The fact that such portrayal is realistic. If you want to watch it, there's no harm in it. Anderson's portrayal of love really makes you question things. Daniel Day-Lewis's acting. He's just the master. It suffers from the same problems that this type of movies suffer from. It's just sometimes dull. Masterful, but dull. Maybe just too smart for their own sake? Interesting. A charming, harmless, nice movie for our current generation. The ending. It is moving, in a very teenagey way. It suffers for being too much a product of its time. Fun. Don't get Wes, but I can't stop watching or laughing. Wes's dialogue is just so fun to listen to. I don't get it. What was the point? Maybe Wes is too smart for me. Fun. Disturbing. Hard to watch at times, but relevant and good. The portrayal of how it is to live with these conditions, I feel it's important. It's longer than it needed to be, even though it isn't a long movie. Fun. Not really, but that's where it stands in the rankings. Now that I've watched it, I don't understand the love. It's immensely creative. Everyone thinks Tim Burton made it. Or is it just me? If you want to watch it, there's no harm in it. Good sequel, but it takes far less risks. Thanos! I mean Cable. He's just the best. Thank you, Josh Brolin. The death scene. It just gets too long. It even stops being funny. Fun. I'm guessing it gets better? The book wins. Daenerys, Jon, Tyrion, and Ned. But you already knew that. I felt slightly disappointed. It's nothing against the series, I mean, I don't think it's his fault. But I was overhyped. Fun! Not the best, but still Black Mirror, so the best. Kang the DJ, that's my favorite episode. It's just that when Black Mirror gets happy, I can't help it but to get happy, and I love it. Metalhead. It is just the one that didn't get me to think that much. Interesting. These two are good. No need to continue after this. I watch it just for that knock on the end. I love it. The hype and the expectation to get to that point is masterful, and the lessons learned to get there is amazing. Just great. It can feel like it's taking too long. Give this series your money. These two are good. No need to continue after this. Somebody once told me and I need a hero. From the first one, the Robin Hood sequence, and from the second one, the heroes give up sequence. Interesting. This changed my life and continues to do so. Amazing. The fascinating and scientifically accurate science. There's a black hole in it. The Anne Hathaway speech about love. It just gets under my nerves. Maybe I'll explain it in another video. This movie changed my life. Can't count how many times I watched this. Still great. The trip down memory lane. This movie is childhood. I used to not fully get this movie while I was a child, and those feelings are still in my mind. So I feel like it's boring sometimes. Fun! A masterpiece and a good movie. Definitely not as good. The dining scenes from each movie, at house and at the motel. The fact that it starts right after the first one ended. We didn't want that. We had taken enough time to not want that. And also the bad, terrible, no good, absolutely awful twist. I have nothing to complain about the first one. Interesting. Fun stupidity or stupidly fun. Brick Tamland is the funniest character. Thank you, Steve Carell. A bit too stupid at times. Fun. A masterpiece and a good movie. Definitely not as good. Hannibal Lecter. He is just the best. He started my fascination with acting and with serial killers and with everything related to that, which is something that is not that weird nowadays. I like Red Dragon less than I like The Silence of the Lambs, but they are just great. I don't see flaws. Give these movies your money now. This changed my life and continues to do so. Amazing. The entire Drive It Like You Stole It scene is just majestic movie magic. How he doesn't say goodbye to his father. Why? This movie changed my life. Unbelievably good. I mean, just how are they so good? The way you can feel the scope, the way how you know Tolkien is proud of this movie. The freaking Hobbit movies. Yes, surpasses expectations. Not mind-bending as much as mind-annoying, but still good. Trying to decipher whatever's going on. Seeing there may not be so much deeper. Fun! Though not really, it's just where it stands on the ratings. Sorry if you've gotten this spoiled. If not, go watch it! That twist! I can't even believe it, and I am sorry if I'm spoiling this to you just by mentioning it, but it is amazing. I don't even know the fact that it isn't eternal. Give this series your money now! Now! Do it! I literally don't know what to say. So good. Speechless. The way they understand and present this character is so good. They just understand him. It's a very, very, very sad movie. Which is good. It's their point. But sometimes I just don't want to be sad. Give this movie your money now. 30 years late, it's good to be a part of it. The friends themselves, they are just so likable. It's pointless at times because it isn't an overarching story all throughout. Fun. Horrible movie, but you won't stop laughing. Good times. The twist of the movie is spoiled inside the movie itself. The terrible dialogue. Even though the acting makes it a little bit entertaining. Dumb fun. eerie, and frankly still terrifying. Amazing addition to the horror and sci-fi genre. It's just too good. You do notice how old this is. Interesting. For being right after Infinity War, it's underwhelming. Blows up magic. Wrong use of fun Michael Peña. If you want to watch it, there's no harm in it. This changed my life and doesn't do it anymore. The amazing special effects, that tiger was there and no one can tell me otherwise. I'm not a fan of the final lesson of the movie, but that's just a very personal opinion. Interesting. Filled with cliches, but it also originated them. I can't think of anything. Forgettable. Not as bad as it looks, but bad. Oh my god, that's Ronda Rousey. Seriously, go watch WWE. It tries to be more complex than it had to. Dumb fun. First time Dimitri Martin allows me to stop laughing. The concept, it is very, very interesting and fun as a concept. The fact that the jokes lack their usual punchy nature. Disappointing. Don't even watch it, just download the soundtrack. The soundtrack! Seriously, listen to it. Nonsense for nonsense sake. If you want to watch it, there's no harm in it. I am now in love with Daniel Sloss. He is my soulmate. I didn't know a stand-up comedian could make you reconsider your life choices so much. The mess I ended up making in my own life because of the lessons that I took from this stand-up, but I just didn't apply them correctly. This stand-up changed my life. Not as bad as it looked, but bad. The relationship between Eddie and Venom. Like a turn in the wind. If you want to watch it, there's no harm in it. Masterful cinematography. Confusing, but I'll definitely see it again. The eerie and disturbing atmosphere that culminate in that terrifying ending. A bit too real? I'm not sure how to say it, but yeah. People are dumb. Interesting. Not 100% funny, but Adam Sandler does look freshly sad. Adam Sandler being funny again. Adam Sandler looks so sad. If you want to watch it, there's no harm in it. A good addition to Mexican cinema. The directing style. It's a very good style. It's very new and very Mexican. The porn star scene. I'm not sure it would be called that, but I'm calling it that. Interesting. Good to rewatch Black Mirror. It's Black Mirror. The ending, I mean, that's the way to establish an entire genre of fiction. Black Mirror fiction. I get disgusted. But it is the point, so it's not really a bad thing. Surpasses expectations. This concept is genius. I love Ricky Gervais. It's just fun to see Ricky take a slight shade on religion. Not as humorous as you would expect. Interesting. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. The music. I mean, what did you expect? Rushed. If you want to watch it, there's no harm in it. Is this good? Sorry, I keep forgetting. My name is Dori. Every time I watch it, as time passes, not even much time, I just get a new sense of it, a new idea of it, and it's amazing. I just never have connected to it as much as I have connected to other Pixar movies, but it doesn't mean that it isn't good, it just means that it isn't for me. Interesting. Amazing take on superheroes. It's so good to be bad. Metro Man being the Superman Elvis is just hilarious. I don't think there's a thing that I dislike, it's just that I don't like it enough. Fun. Loved it as a kid, still do, no matter what. The design of the Titans is fantastic, I just get chills. A bit of a mess, a bunch of things in one movie. Fun. Loved it as a kid, still do. It's really good. The jokes, I laugh constantly. I don't think there's a thing that I dislike, it's just that I don't like it enough. Fun. Steve McQueen has shown to be better. Also, bad twist. Viola Davis is awesome. She is the badass. I was bored out of my mind watching this movie. I feel like maybe it is way too long. Disappointing. Loved it as a kid, still do, no matter what. There are 2 WWE superstars in this movie, and Steve Carell is the funniest. Longer than a movie like this needs to be. Parts could be cut. Fun. I don't even understand how this didn't make the top. The masterful and intimidating direction of Stanley Kubrick. Sometimes you do feel the movie is getting old. But nah, it's Stanley Kubrick, it's a masterpiece. Give this movie your money now. Don't bother me, I'm reconsidering my entire life now. The ending, no doubt about that. But the concept is genius. Honestly, the fact that it isn't longer and that they didn't explore all the things that I think they could have explored, like maybe acting scene as prostitution, maybe I'll explain it in another video. Give this movie your money now! Can't believe Gael stole it with 10 minutes in it. Gael Garcia Bernal. Really? 10 minutes, stole it completely. It feels slow and meaningless at times, but the ending really ties it in a better way than I expected. Fun! Though not really, it's just the way that it places in the rankings. A fantastic addition to Mexican cinema. How it is such a personal movie by such an amazing artist. A bit too long. Interesting. Look at Jason Momoa, he's so manly, oh my god! All of those amazing shots making Aquaman the anti-gay character. Pitbull made a fucking cover of Toto's Africa. Pitbull! Dumb fun. Who's there? All the personalities are hilarious. They could have established such personalities much better and we would have such a much more fun movie where they had more fun with such characters. Fun! Well, I do love looking at Zac Efron. Interestingly enough, it's Zac Efron's story. That's the most compelling part of it. Chloe Grace Moretz's story. That's the least compelling part of it. If you want to watch it, there's no harm in it. Don't even bother, go watch the short. Links are here. The atmosphere at the first minutes was so amazing, it was very interesting. It even got me ideas for my own stories, and then I was just expecting so much out of this. The fact that they took this very good short film and made it a long movie that has no point is awful. Disappointing. Just a good movie. But the animation is revolutionary. The animation! Nothing compares to it. Nothing. We needed this movie. Not as innovative with its storytelling as I would expect from a movie that looks like this. Interesting. One small step for man, one giant leap for Damien kind. Damien Chazelle is an amazing director. It's so fun to see him at work. He's a genius and pretty young. A tiny bit boring, maybe it suffers from the same thing that I said Phantom Thread suffered from. Maybe it is too smart. Interesting. And remember, that was it for this video. I'm not going to continue to talk so much because we don't have enough time. And so, yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will continue to enjoy this because I'm going to do this every single year. And see you whenever I see you. Next video is going to be my top 10. Bye.